Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am Myra. On this channel, I talk about everything from self-care to family care, any and everything that can help us, especially women and moms, become our best selves. See ourselves the way in which we envisioned, or maybe didn't even envision. So, what is stopping you from becoming your best self? You're probably too comfortable. You see, for so many of us, we want to do things. We have aspirations and we have ideas and we have dreams. And in our mind's eye, when we get a chance to sit down with ourselves, we daydream about the possibilities and the things that could happen. But then we never do anything about it. And why not? Because we are too busy being comfortable. Today, I'm going to talk about the things that prevent us from seeing our best selves and becoming our best self 2.0. It's true. Comfort can be a hindrance. Why would you want to step out of the familiar? Our comfort zone is predictable. We know the comings and goings. Why on earth would I want to step out of my comfort zone to step into the unknown? To what? Embrace failure? To embrace doubt? I'd rather stay where I am. It's good. It's good here. I'm all right here. But you know what the problem is? There is no room for growth. The space that you find your most comfort is stagnant. It doesn't allow you to expand, to interact and reach out with others, to bring on new ideas. Your comfort zone is keeping you stuck. If you are having a hard time taking that step in seeing that next side of you, it's because your comfort zone is holding you back. Your comfort zone is holding you down. If you're having a hard time with new ideas, if you're having a hard time envisioning and thinking about the possibilities, it's because every time you try to even take a mental step there, your comfort zone is very quick to remind you, this is where you want to be. If you want to step out of your comfort zone, you have to reach for the unknown and embrace the possible and the impossible. If not, you are going to stay where you are. But it's scary to step out of a place of familiarity. And that brings me to the next thing that prevents us from seeing our best selves: fear. And I'm actually going to add doubt to that too. Fear and doubt go hand in hand. First, I'll talk about fear. Fear is a very powerful emotion. And as an emotion, it definitely has a role to play. But the problem with fear is that it doesn't allow for rationality. It doesn't allow for clear thought and clear mind. When you're afraid, you become irrational. You do things out of panic, haste. You don't give yourself a chance to think clearly, for clear dialogue, clear mental dialogue on what I can and cannot do and what I should or shouldn't do. You just go forth because your adrenaline is rushing and you're not clear minded and you just run with the emotion. And that's the issue with fear. And right next to it, actually holding hands with fear, is doubt. So if fear is holding us back and telling us, you can't do this, well, what are you thinking? Are you serious right now? Doubt is playing the images and showing us the things that we can't do. Doubt is showing us the failures. Doubt is showing us the disappointments. If I'm afraid, I'm not going to believe it's going to happen. And that's the role that doubt plays. When you doubt, you do not believe that you have the capabilities, the wherewithal, the knowledge, the background for you to take that next step to do what it is that you envision. Fear is holding you. Fear is telling you, you know what? You can't be doing this. And doubt is showing you the picture and saying, that's right. See, this is it. Look at the picture. It's already happened. When in reality, nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing has happened. You're still sitting in your comfort zone. You want to see yourself? If you really want to say, you know what? Myra, I've I've had some inklings. I've thought about this or thought about that. But I'm scared. You gotta try and go with that fear. Go through that fear. When I decided I was going to start my YouTube channels, plural, again, there was a million and one reasons why I shouldn't. First of all, every time I'm on YouTube, I see all these young people. Well, I'm 47 years old. Well, I'm going to be a YouTuber at 47. But I had to push all of that fear and doubt out of my mind, the fear that nobody would visit my channel, the fear that, nobody would watch what I was putting up and want to hear what I wanted to say, the doubts that it would be a failure, however I judge failure. I had to put those aside and say, you know what? F it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this not for the world, but I'm going to do it for myself because there's something in here and I need to bring it to the physical. I need to be able to see it to see if I can do it. Too many times in my life, I allowed fear to drive me. Fear was in the driver's seat, taking me wherever, I didn't want to go, but was too afraid to say anything about it. I was a hostage. I was literally a hostage, hijacked by fear. And I think about those times. And now, why do I do anything? I do things because I'm afraid, because I want to see what I am capable of. There's that saying, anything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. It's true. If you want to see what you are capable of, you have to bulldoze through fear. You have to drive through doubt and show up on the other side. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely is possible. Okay, so Myra, I've gotten out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to put fear and doubt aside. But you know what? There are those damn naysayers. Those people who just are telling me it's not going to happen. So what? There'll always be naysayers. Let me tell you something about people who talk down about what it is you want to do, about what your hopes and dreams are. They can't see it for themselves. That's why they're not doing it. There will always be naysayers. And the reality is, and the truth is, you actually need them. Because in life, you can't have everybody supporting you. Life would be boring. You need people who are going to question you because you need something to work towards. You need to put their doubts and their fears to shame. You need to prove them wrong. Most times, the people who are telling us we can't do it are the people closest to us. It could be our spouse, our parents, our siblings, friends, but that's okay. What you see for yourself, what you hope to achieve, what you hope to bring forth and to execute has got to be more powerful than anything that anybody and anyone can say against it. You have to be steadfast. You have to be strong. You have to be strong in your belief. You have to be strong in your discipline. You have to be mentally strong. Naysayers are always going to be there. Believe it or not, they're the ones who make us better. Remember, if somebody cannot see it for themselves, they definitely will not be able to see it for you. So, why would you expect somebody to be able to say, yeah, you can do it when they're not doing it? Yeah, you can stand up while they're sitting down. If they can't see it for themselves, they will never be able to see it for you. So, if you're waiting for naysayers to come and say, you know what? Yeah, man, go for it. You will never see that other side of yourself because chances are it will never happen. Even after you have gone forth and become your next self, they will probably still find something negative to say. Don't look for approval from others. The approval needs to come from only one person, yourself. Okay, I've put other people's opinions aside. But you know what? When I look around, when I look at the people I hang with, nobody's really doing anything. And it's really hard for me to do something for myself because I think my dreams are maybe too big for the group that I'm in. It's too big for the people I hang with. Well, of course, that's why you're not doing anything. Look at the people you're hanging with. Nobody's doing anything. You'll probably only go as far as the people you hang out with. Why do you think millionaires hang out with millionaires? You will only ever go as far as the people you interact with. And the reason being is we feed off of each other. It's an energy thing. If the people you hang with, their energy is high, if they are into all kinds of ideas and doing things and motivating each other and seeing each other, pushing each other to do one thing or another, well, you would definitely be in there. You will be in that mix doing the same thing because you're feeding off of energy. If the group you're with or you hang out with or the people you know, their energy is depressed, it's lowered, that's going to be your energy. If you are having it difficult or you're finding it difficult to move beyond where you are, to really do the things that you want to do, the things that are deep down in your heart, that you know that there's this voice saying, you know what, you need to do this. If you're finding it very difficult to get there, take those little incremental steps in getting there, look at the company you keep because they are probably holding you back. And perhaps it might be time to change the company you have around you. Now, I'm not saying drop your friends, divorce your spouse, but what I am saying is that perhaps you might just now want to reach out to people whose vision and visions align with yours. You need people who are going to understand what it is you want to do. And even if they don't understand what you want to do, that they support, really support what it is that you want to undertake and are not just talking out of the side of their mouths. You want to interact and intermingle with people who have done it, with people who are doing it, and with people who are clearly going to do it because you see it. If not, you will surround yourself with the same old people, the same old mentality, the same old attitudes, and you will get the same old results. These might be the reasons why you are not seeing your next self and achieving your goals and dreams. You are stuck in your comfort zone, afraid to step out. And because you're afraid to step out, you are embracing fear and doubt, showing yourself things that have not happened. You're showing yourself disappointments and failures. You're showing yourselves all the visions opposite to success. You are listening to what people are saying. You're listening to negative talk and taking it in and internalizing it. And you are surrounding yourself with people who are not motivated. The company you keep is not for you. Remember, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. You are surrounding yourself with people who are just not going where you want to go. So, if these are some of the things you feel are true in your situation, sit back. All is not lost. Take it one day at a time. Try to work through that And your next self is just over there, and you will meet them sooner than you realize. Thank you so much for watching. Have you been able to get through some of these emotions and feelings to see your next self? Share your ideas and thoughts below. Would love to hear from you. And while you're there, press that like button, subscribe, and tap notifications. I will see you next time. Bye.